You want to do no countdown or nothing?
Nah, no countdown. Just look at you.
Well, hi.
Hello.
How the hell are you?
Shit, y'all.
You had to put your cup back
I had to put my cup back down. Y'all, so in case you didn't watch my Instagram story, we didn't record for 2 weeks because a bitch had COVID. And COVID tried to beat my motherfucking ass.
Did it win?
Hell no, it didn't win. Definitely didn't win. But I will say this. Anybody who thinks that COVID is a hoax, you niggas is going to hell.
How do you feel like I don't even understand how them niggas exist anymore.
Fam, there's still them.
They don't think it's real?
Yeah, they don't think it's real. And I feel like they kind of align with the anti-vaxxers. And like the thing is, I'm not an anti-vaxxer. Like, I have no issue. Go get vaccinated. Do whatever you want to do. But I just wasn't in a rush to go get the vaccine. But after a bitch had COVID, vax me up. Hell yeah, I don't give a fuck what y'all put. You put a chip in me. I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn. If as long as it's gonna stop me from feeling how I felt.
And see, it's talking like that let me really know you was really going through it.
Yeah.
The fact that you said something with a chip.
Facts, fam. That shit. Whew. And all you people who are like, oh, it's just a really strong flu, nigga. You go to hell.
You can go to hell.
Cause that wasn't no fucking strong flu. That shit was.
I'm not meaning to laugh, but the way you do.
No, it's okay. Trust. That shit is not to be fucked with. Like, I can very easily see how it can turn into somebody going to the hospital and not coming back. Yes. And I was sick for 14
the
days.
whole time.
Yes. It was probably like maybe day 11 that I started feeling like, okay, I'm feeling human again. And day 12, but like, shit, bitch, still dealing with some residue.
I feel like, do you still feel anything now?
Yes, like I was feeling the fatigue like real strong afterwards, but like that started to kind of like, die down a little bit. But a bitch still be getting out of breath. And that's not as bad as it used to be, but I literally.
But still, like the stuff you can't used to do and you just wins you.
For real. Like, I went to Ross with my sisters and I was like, y'all, I gotta go to the car.
Sit down.
Yes, I never leave fucking Ross. Yeah. I was like, y'all, I gotta go sit the fuck down.
Damn.
Breathing like I'm on 600-pound life.
That's what I was thinking when you first said it. I was like, damn.
Yeah, fam.
Fam, I can't listen.
Y'all don't want that smoke, y'all.
It definitely don't.
Y'all do not. And like, what's so scary to me is like, I have no clue how I got it. Cause like, I'm pretty sure I got it in Atlanta, which Atlanta, you can go to hell.
Atlanta open.
Atlanta is too fucking open. And I remember being in the car with like an Uber driver and he didn't have no mask on. And he was like, oh, you can take your mask off if you want to. And I was like, nah, I'm gonna go ahead and leave it on. He's like, well, I'm vaccinated. I was like, yeah, no, it's not you. I just don't know who all you had in here. But I swear, people think I'm crazy. But I specifically remember we were in Atlanta at this one spot and I had touched something and I touched my lashes. I had a mask on. And we were actually in the aquarium. And I thought to myself, fuck, Tana, what if COVID is on your hands? I think I got the shit through my eyes. That's my hypothesis, okay?
But you know what? There was also something else you figured you got through the air.
What?
For that stripper?
No, I definitely caught the flu from a stripper. That man, people can think I'm crazy. I start backtracking and looking at my goddamn steps.
I don't think you're crazy. It's just your tracking capabilities. I can't
Damn.
How you it's like, this is the moment I got it. Like a BET movie or something like that. Like you just go back and remember. I mean,
straight up.
It possibly could have been, especially if you're always one that was very mask up everywhere.
Yeah.
Anyway. So I mean, it's possible.
I really do.
I doubt it.
I really do think so. And like the thing about COVID is that they don't really know.
No, yeah, how you can get it, how you can transmit it, anything.
They don't know. Like I think I might have caught it through my damn eye. Well, I touched something and then touched my eye. Not like COVID just hit my eyeball.
But you're also very like particular about touching your stuff.
Yes, and that's
the fact that even though you touched your eyeball.
Thank you.
Bitch, I be in my face all day. I be playing on my face, my ear, everything all day. So I wouldn't have known.
Yeah, see, and that's why I'm saying like I specifically remember like touching my lash and I was like, God damn it.
You thought about that.
Bitch, you ain't used no damn hand sanitizer.
Damn.
Nothing. So I'm finna go get me a motherfucking shot, okay?
Yeah, and I mean, for the ones that don't, you know what I'm saying? Just this, I don't care what you do.
Right.
But don't try to dissuade anybody else from doing what they
That
doing.
bingo. Like, don't try to make other people feel bad about it.
Yeah.
You know, because I'm not gonna lie. Like, when I was at the peak of COVID, a bitch did go to the grocery store. Because I had ran out of stuff. And I was just like, and I remember being in the store and I saw this elderly white lady, no mask, nothing. And I'm in that bitch double mask. And I was like, God damn, woman. Like, you don't even know somebody with COVID is right here. I could touch something and you touch it.
Facts.
And you finna go home and probably die.
You never know.
Yes, that's why I was like, you know what? Because clearly I was around somebody who had it.
And didn't know.
And didn't know. Or they could have had it and did. You know? Like, and maybe they just weren't as careful as me. But shit, nigga, shit. Whoo. Never again. A bitch felt like she was on her goddamn deathbed.
You looked miserable, fam.
I was beyond fucking miserable.
I need to stop eating these cookies. I mean, I just keep eating them. Like
They look good.
Like they not edibles.
Oh shit. You got a whole evening.
Hey, fuck it. We ball.
But it feels good to be back. Hell. I'm actually low-key excited to record too. Yeah, I'm actually low-key really excited to record.
Me too, it's been a minute.
And then there was topics too. I was like, damn, we missing we can't even talk about Tank losing his hearing.
Well, shit, I didn't know he lost his hearing. So
Tank said he losing his hearing. I was just like, damn.
Yeah,
no. I was like, oh, that's sad.
I didn't know that.
That's really sad. So
okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, you got your song. Do you?
I remember how to pod?
Let me not ask you because you know. Because clearly I don't.
Yeah, I got my song.
Okay.
Okay. Let me see. Damn. Oh shit. Okay, hold on. I'm trying. The whole song is like really easy. Sing your pretty ass as you came in the door. I just want to chill. Got a sack for us to roll. Married to the money. Introduced her to my stove. Showed her how to whip it. Now she remix it for low. She my blank. Let her hit the bando.
I won't say trap queen.
It is.
You've done it before, but I was like,
damn, I did?
Yeah, but I mean, I don't think I got it then.
Yeah, definitely Trap Queen by Fetty
It
Wap.
was a bunch of trap.
I'm my baby.
I just put a trap references, so took a stab at it. But here goes.
Okay.
As soon as I think no, ain't wrong. Soon as I seen her, shit told her I pay for that. Pay for it. Lil' mama the baddest thing around here and she already know it. I pointed at the dung and told her it was supposed to be yours.
That's Plies. Shawty. I pointed at the dong, told her it supposed to be yours.
I didn't know he said that.
I already blow it.
I thought he said door.
Oh, for real? You know, that's that Florida shit.
I pointed at the dong.
I pointed at the dong, it told her yours.
I didn't know.
That's that Florida shit.
I just know something was supposed to be your bike.
You know what? I'm really starting to have a thing for like our accents.
Really?
Yeah.
Like appreciation or what?
Yeah, like an appreciation. It's just like, damn, you can really tell where a nigga from.
Because niggas got some ugly accents.
Bruh.
I ain't want to say Baltimore.
Bruh.
I mean, that's one of the shows. I can't even think of the
Baltimore. Y'all talk.
I'm trying to think of what they say. I can't even think. But it should sound so ugly.
Girl, all I think about is how people like on the East Coast, DC area, merge. Like, but then I was listening to what's that nigga name? Moneybagg Yo on Breakfast Club. And I was like, oh yeah, this nigga from Memphis for sure. But that's like a Memphis accent. Is that like, it can't be a whole Tennessee accent.
It's Memphis.
Yeah, I'm like, that nigga from Memphis.
Man.
Yeah.
It's Memphis. Memphis has a really strong accent
and
too.
so does Atlanta.
Atlanta does.
Damn, auntie, that fuck up.
Yeah,
he's from Atlanta.
Very almost unrecognizable if you don't like know some words. You know
right.
what I'm saying? Of course, New Orleans.
Yeah.
But I actually love New Orleans accents.
I do too. I like the way they talk in Miami. The Miami niggas, I like the way they talk.
I can't understand because it's like a lot of it almost sounds like it's like I don't say patois,
but it really ain't too far off.
Yeah, or Haitian, is that the word?
Yeah, because Miami full of Haitians and Jamaicans.
Yeah, it's a lot. I realize I don't understand. I don't want to say strong accents, but there's some that has like it's very thick on there.
Yep.
But I think the thing with Texas though is like it's slow.
Yeah, you can definitely hear a Texas accent for sure.
They just talk slower.
Yeah, and it's crazy that you can hear a Texas accent like living here.
What do you mean?
Like you can still point it out. You could just be like, oh yeah, that nigga, he born and raised in Dallas. Oh yeah, he born and raised in Houston.
But there are other things you can tell. A Dallas nigga.
You know, Dallas niggas, y'all are very noticeable.
I was on Hinge and this nigga asked me where I was from, the whole spiel. And I was like, you from Dallas, ain't you? He's like, how you know?
Oh, nigga, let me tell you how.
And I said, you probably went to Lincoln or Sock, didn't you?
Nuh-uh.
I did for a couple years. How you know? I can just tell.
We can tell.
The booty, and the club circ pics, it just kind of
You're looking very Mr. Hit That Hoe.
I'm from Dallas.
Yeah, I eat Rudy's.
You looking very that. It's just a look. It ain't nothing wrong with it. It's just a look, though.
Yeah, like I'm just starting to have like an appreciation. I mean, I still do on my bucket list. I want a thug British nigga. Girl. I don't know why.
Girl.
But I want to hear that accent in 3D.
Hey, brof.
I want to hear that. I want to hear you talk that shit in 3D. I want to hear you get mad at a nigga on the phone.
What's like British slang?
I don't know. Hell, I just been listening to some of their little grime music or whatever, and I'm like, fuck, and them British niggas be fine, dog.
It's just
hey, British niggas.
It's just called bloke.
Hey, Essex.
It's just doesn't like Peppa Pig for me.
Oh my gosh.
It's just, I don't know. Like I don't want to say I can't take it serious. Maybe I don't take it serious. I think that's a bad part.
I can see that.
Yeah.
I will. Shit.
Get your bloody ass in here right now.
Yeah, I sure will. What's up, baby?
I'd be like, okay.
What's up, baby?
Side note, everybody laughed at me because my Maps is like a British man.
Oh my! Whenever I heard it for the first time, I was like, "Fam."
What is everybody else's?
Mine is just the regular Siri voice.
Oh, his voice sounds official.
Yeah,
okay.
It's just a Siri voice. Yours sound like Prince Harry.
I like it.
Brittany, left turn. Left turn ahead. Go through this light. My British accent is fucking terrible.
Girl, so it's one that I know. He had a way. The ways he had, it was like a song boy.
What?
So it'd be like, turn right. I'd be like, on the next turn left. It's too much, fam.
I would not be able to listen to that.
It's too much. But hey, we back. Hey, best friend.
Ain't it a blessing? You are listening to another episode of Hear You Podcast. This is Tan.
And this is B.
You ready to go and get started, bro?
Let's go.
Hey, let's get it.
Hey.
All right, bro. You ready to go and get started in this week with the shits?
Let's go.
All right, we're going to start off with, let's do 100 rounds. Mulatto.
Latto.
Queen of the South.
Brownie.
Sevens.
Oh, the Jack. What's the sevens for? Is it? It's not 21.
That does add up to 21, but I think it's just a casino lucky reference.
Okay.
All right, so God damn, y'all done bullied the damn mulatto into changing her name.
Well, I mean,
and then okay, so officially this week, mulatto went ahead and changed her name to Latto.
I'm surprised it was Latto.
I'm surprised it was Latto too. I thought for sure she was gonna do Big Latto.
Yeah, but I guess she'll
just say it.
It's big, or I don't know.
This is my thing. Mm-hmm. For one, I was never really triggered by mulatto, but I also understand that is an offensive term. Mm-hmm. But what I don't understand is y'all done bullied this girl into changing her name to Latto, and we all know what Latto was short for. So it's like, I don't understand the change. I feel like she should have just stood her ground and continued to go by mulatto. It got her this far.
I could see why she wouldn't, because it limits you on a certain stuff. Like I could.
But limiting her from what?
I could see like maybe certain brands not maybe want to work with her because of her name. or the attachment of it. You know what I'm saying? The connotation of it. I can see maybe that. And so changing, I can see why a business is a decision to change it. You know what I'm saying? Like if she was on a Disney film, they gonna put mulatto.
But I really don't think that many people really know what mulatto, like, many people, everybody knows that mulatto is a derogatory term, but how many people really know the history behind the word mulatto?
But I'm just saying, like, even if you don't know the history of it, if she has those opportunities and stuff to come to her, it's just, maybe mulatto is harder to market. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like it's just better maybe for marketing wise for her.
To me, it was like, it's not like the girl came out and said, my name is Pussycat, and we were all referring to her as mulatto. Like that, the girl chose the name. Like, this is what she said, I'm finna go by fucking mulatto and hear me roar.
Yeah. I want to say she also chose that name when she was young.
That's true.
So if this is a part of her, like, and maybe that was a part of her too, because like maybe still people see her from growing up or whatever the fucking show she was. She wasn't growing up hip hop, whatever that rap show she was on with the
I
Major
never
Priest.
watched it.
I watched a few episodes.
Yeah,
she was pretty good. I don't know if she did win, but she didn't sign. I could see if maybe there was like a part of her like shedding and like, all right, I'm grown. I mean, granted, she's been saying pussy in songs for a while now, but maybe she's like, okay, I'm grown now, so let's change from mulatto to Latto.
Right.
I don't know.
So, do you like the name Latto?
Honestly, I don't give a fuck.
Same.
If she went by Latto, Big Latto, I could see why she would change it for business. I could see that would make sense, and you know, wanting to like be able to do stuff and not saying it would limit her, but I could just see
them thinking it might limit her.
Yeah, in the future.
I get it, but to me, it's just like,
what's the point?
Yeah, no big deal.
I mean, but also, it was an official change because I saw it change on everything. Like, I was looking for her the other day, and I was like, "Dang, where's Mulatto on Apple Music?" And it was Latto.
Yo,
and so
she changed her IG name.
It's official, but I don't give two fucks.
I really don't care either, as long as she happy.
Basically, fucking on my nigga.
I mean.
They hadn't been confirmed, but I still think like
they're definitely together.
I love 21. Like 21
Savage is so fucking cute.
21 Savage has like a I don't know. After he got detained, he had like a special place in my heart. And then I started listening to his music more, and I was like, oh, he really go hard. It's like every 21 project, 21.
Oh, somebody's phone not on silent. They really forgot how to pause.
It's a work email. Having any issues with flow? That's all it said.
Oh, okay. Bet. Yeah, no, I'm with you. I'm just like, you know what, whatever. I really don't care about what the girl changed her name to
at all.
She could have changed it to anything.
Pretty much.
I just don't. I want it to be a thing where like she changed it because she knew that this was what was needed, like business wise, versus it being bullied into changing it.
Well, maybe it was both.
Facts.
I feel like they may have started it and they were like, all right, let's just do it.
Right.
But I guess.
Yeah. So, you know, best of luck to excuse me. Best of luck to Latto. You know, hopefully the change is for the good. And we're going to go ahead and go on over to our next topic.
Okay.
Let's do 100 rounds. Oh, where should we go with this? Okay. ASAP Rocky.
Braids.
New York.
Chocolate.
He is Stroke.
What Stroke?
Remember when his sex tape got
released? It wasn't that good, was it?
Nah, it wasn't nothing to brag on, but he lucky he cute.
Yeah, you right about that.
He's very lucky he's cute. All right, so, you know, there's been a lot of rumors going around for a little bit about ASAP Rocky and Rihanna getting back together. But
they were together before?
Yeah, they were together before.
Maybe. Bitch, how long ago were they together?
Oh, it's been a minute.
It must have been really brief.
Yeah, they weren't together very long the first time.
Okay.
So, ASAP Rocky's on the cover of GQ. And in his interview, first of all, he's been deemed the prettiest man alive.
On what?
For GQ.
Oh, prettiest?
The prettiest. I think they did it before, and like Michael B. Jordan was deemed the prettiest man alive.
I could see that.
ASAP Rocky is very pretty.
He is. Like, his skin is perfect.
Yes, he's chocolate.
Chiseled. Like,
he got like nice facial structure.
I don't know how a man feels to be titled pretty, but I could see him being like, he's a beautiful man.
Right. Yeah, no. He definitely is.
Listen, real quick. I love a black man with gold.
Come on.
Whether it's gold teeth, gold chain, gold.
They come out
jewelry. They come out. Listen, I told you I don't mind when that stay in. That means that means you have dedication. And you don't get no fucks.
I feel like you dedicated to the wrong shit in life.
I don't mind it. You know what I'm saying? It's got to be, the ones that come out are preferred.
Right.
But if you made decisions when you was younger and they in there, I'm stuck too. I'm stuck like you go.
It's up and it's stuck.
But it's just something about black men and gold jewelry that just looks. It just, I don't know.
Impeccable.
It looked like royalty, like heaven. I don't know. It just looked like what I imagine heaven to be: dark skinned men and gold.
I feel like there's a do-rag somewhere in heaven.
It probably is in some grease, but I mean those are components. But that is they are some fine ass people.
They really are.
Rihanna and ASAP, they are fine as fuck.
They are. Rihanna is a bad motherfucking bitch. Rihanna can get on the damn internet in a fucking bag,
a mullet in the trash bag,
and will be fire.
Facts.
So during his interview, they spoke briefly about Rihanna, and he said, "She's the love of my life, my lady." I know. Saying that that during their relationship, like things have just gotten so much better for him. Mm-hmm. He says things are so much better whenever you've got the one. She amounts to probably like 1 million of the other ones. So I was like, you know what? I stand for black men appreciating they damn woman
instead of my headache.
Facts.
I don't hear no shit like that.
Facts.
Yeah, the love of my life. She's the one worth the
My life is great.
More of that shit.
Yes, my life is so much better now that she's here.
She give me high blood pressure, but that's bae. Nigga, what the fuck?
Fam, a nigga refer to you as high blood pressure. He gotta go.
It's a headache, my nigga, my nerve.
Oh my. Girl, if my nigga got into an interview and said some shit like, yeah, I love 10. She get on my nerves sometimes, but I love that hoe. I'd be like,
which part is it? The hoe or the
all of it? Just throw the whole fucking nigger away.
What?
Throw the whole nigger.
Hey, bro, come on now, dog. Come on, man.
Hard ER.
Real heavy on the ER.
Because that's somebody, that's definitely a nigger who would say some shit like
that.
Yeah,
like niggas be thinking they be saying like sweet
cute
shit.
stuff,
and it's like.
It sounds horrible.
I get where you were going, but you missed the mark back there.
Just a little bit.
Hey, nigga, go back about 300 yards.
Just 300 sentences. It's just a little bit.
Fam, niggas, boy. So yeah, so it's been officially confirmed Rihanna and ASAP Rocky are together. I don't know. Maybe they'll get married and like imagine little ASAP Rocky and Rihanna babies.
They'd be beautiful. I mean,
yeah, be pretty as hell.
If he gonna do right.
Heavy on the if, but I feel like for him to get into an interview and to say like she's made my life so much better, there's a level of appreciation there. And usually whenever niggas appreciate shit, that be the hardest part. Niggas don't treat the shit that they appreciate that they don't appreciate. That's what they don't treat right.
Niggas are appreciative at first.
But apparently they've been together since like 2019.
For real?
Yeah.
Oh damn. Oh, she been real low key then.
Yeah, they were together before COVID.
Oh wow. I mean, they're cute. I'm just really, I don't know. I'm not rooting for nobody no more.
Girl.
Cause I feel like every time I do, they do some shit and it just be crushing my little
spirits.
Virgo romantic heart.
Oh.
These people are really out here human.
Facts. Like I was having a conversation with my sister and her friend last night. We were talking about Lil Baby. And I was like, Lil Baby is so cute. He's ugly. I mean, he's so ugly. He's cute. And they were like, yeah, he is. And I was like, but he looks like a good nigga. And my sister's friend was like, a good nigga, what? And I'm like, Lil Baby looks like, okay, not looks, but Lil Baby looks like the type that like, he gonna cheat.
He gonna cheat and you got to know that.
He gonna cheat.
But he gonna be good to you.
I feel like he gonna cheat respectfully because all of the girls that have come out, that shit has been like some transactional shit. We have not heard about this nigga like being in another relationship with nobody. We haven't heard about him like buying nobody else a house, buying nobody a car, none of that. I feel like he's just a nigga with money who has access to women and he's like, oh shit, I've been wanting to fuck you.
I can fuck you. But I'm going home to her.
But this is who I love. Which doesn't make it right.
But I don't think it's respectful because the last time he paid the girl and he paid her to basically be quiet. And
right.
That's not like, that's not respectful.
I feel like it is respectful because he's paying for silence and he's paying for confidentiality.
And you didn't get it.
We didn't get it because that was like that girl, her level. Because everybody knows that Baby is with Jada. It's not a surprise. Like everybody knows that. But I feel like there is a way, and I'm not condoning cheating whenever I say this, but there's a way to cheat respectfully. Like you can't cheat respectfully and buy somebody a house.
Yeah.
Nigga, that shit don't work like that. Now, if it's like a thing where, you know, the girl's a porn star, she automatically attaches money to sex. So, like, of course that's going to happen. But I do feel like there's a way to cheat respectfully. But I also think that we need to keep in mind, like, there's a difference between a good nigga and a good man.
That's the one. Because I feel like Moneybag's a good nigga.
Yeah, he's a good nigga, but he look like he probably on the same shit. He probably a little bit more disrespectful than Baby.
That's what I'm saying, but I get you saying a good nigga and a good man.
Yeah, like there's a huge difference. I never said that Lil Baby was a good man. Because good men don't cheat.
Well.
Good niggas expect some cheating. But it's just how he goes about the cheating.
Got you.
You know?
Got you.
So, I mean, I would hope and pray that ASAP Rocky wouldn't cheat on Rihanna. Because nigga, it's Rihanna, nigga.
Yeah. I don't even know if like you.
But everybody up for grabs.
That's what I'm saying. I don't even think cheating is like the barometer anymore. Because I feel like if they had, like, I feel like that. Name a nigga that ain't like in no cheating scandal. You know what I'm saying? I mean, granted, it's still a big deal. But if you tell me he did something else, I'd be like, oh damn, for real?
Like, what would be something else?
If he cat burglared her, I don't fucking know. I'd be surprised by some shit. I'm trying to think of some shit. I'd be surprised by some shit like that.
Right.
I'm not surprised when no nigga cheat no more.
The cheating doesn't surprise me either. It don't shock me.
That's what I'm saying. It don't shock me anymore.
It don't shock me.
Like if I hear like, oh, they split because he was cheating. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's a nigga. But if you say some shit like he stole all her savage draws,
Right.
I'm like, oh shit.
He set her mama house on fire.
Oh wow, that's shocking.
Nigga, you went too far.
Okay, you did. All right, right off. You did a lot, but like, I don't know. The cheating, and it's I don't want to say like we're giving a pass for it.
Right. That exactly. Because I'm not giving a pass. Because nigga, you better not.
But that's what they hear though. If they say there's a way you do it respectfully, they hear, oh, I get a pass. That's not what we're saying.
Yeah.
I'm just saying I'm realistic.
There's that. And for me, it's like, I've even said it before on the podcast, like cheating is not the worst thing that you can do to me. Well, like just cheating. Like I would much rather prefer a nigga go out of town, he on a business trip, he fuck something in another city and then come home versus a nigga being in the same city as me and he's like, babe, I have to work late. And he's really got a whole family that he's going to have dinner with.
Yeah.
That's the shit that's gonna get you killed.
Big fact.
I find out that you got some head, you know, or you fuck something in Baltimore. I'm gonna be mad. Don't get me wrong, but my mad level was a little different depending on the situation.
Yeah,
it's a lot of good niggas around here. The good men is who women are really looking for,
and that's what it is.
Yes,
that's exactly what it is. We have tons of good niggas.
Yes, the good niggas are plentiful.
That they are in abundance.
They definitely are, but it's the good men. Y'all the prize.
I think they already like snatched up too for most of them. We gotta wait for the other good men to get divorced first.
Girl, I'm crying.
We gotta wait for the second wave of good men.
We gotta wait for the good men that got married at 21.
Hell yeah.
Them niggas, they about to get divorced in the next few years.
Hey, bro, come on now, dog.
Let's not. Okay.
Come on, man.
Anything else about me?
All the niggas that got married young in the army. Those are niggas you gotta wait for. You gotta go to the damn base and wait to see what nigga coming out with his bags.
What it called, XRP? Girl, go on base and shop. Get you a job. Get you a job on base. That's how you snack and get you a job on base.
Girl, because I hear the damn army will let you get some free titties if you tell them
it's part of a
morale boost.
Hell yeah. I don't know about the aftercare and all the other shit, but TRICARE is some excellent insurance.
Look,
they get shit done fast and for free, so they get some really good insurance. It's other bullshit you gotta deal with.
Hell yeah, big facts.
Well,
so best of luck to Rihanna
Facts.
and ASAP Rocky.
That's why she over there in love. That's why she ain't worried about no damn music.
Y'all, I keep telling y'all, Rihanna ain't releasing no music. I don't think Rihanna's ever going to release music again.
I think she is.
I don't think it's going to ever happen. I think she's just going to, she knows that everybody's sitting around waiting. And y'all niggas going to keep waiting.
I don't think it's forever. It ain't gonna be this year, but I don't think it's gonna be forever.
When do you think it's coming?
I don't know. I mean, I'm not gonna give it a time. I just don't think it's anything. Like, I don't think it's in the works. That's all. I just don't think.
You don't think no music loading?
Yeah, I think she just out here chilling.
Yeah, for sure.
So if she do put out some, I mean, and that would surprise me,
right?
More so than cheating. That would surprise me.
No, big facts. I would definitely be way more surprised for some Rihanna music than cheating.
Okay, well, much success, or hope for them.
Yes, all the good love and all the good things.
Defects
for the Caribbean Barbie.
That's the Caribbean Queen. The Caribbean Barbie.
The Caribbean Barbie and her New York. What them niggas? Her New York stepper.
New York maker.
And her Yankee. All right, so let's go ahead and go on over to our next topic.
All right.
We're going to do 100 rounds. City Girls.
Twerkulator.
Carisha.
JT.
Uzi.
Okay.
All right, so did you see this little drama between the City Girls and the Claremont twins?
Kind of about the poses or whatever.
Yes. So the City Girls did release some promo this week. And they actually released a behind the scenes for their song Twerkulator. And in the promo, you actually see the City Girls doing this pose that the Claremont twins just swear. I mean, I don't know. They swear they invented it.
Huh? How you invent a pose?
That's what I'm wondering.
Okay.
But it started a lot of uproar. So there's a pose where I think it might be Miami is on the bottom and JT is like climbing on top of her back, but the Claremont twins did this pose like months and months and months ago. So everybody, because I'm not gonna lie, whenever I first saw it, I was like, okay, that looks familiar. So this is a pose. You remember that one? There's the Claremont twins. So whenever
in the video,
were they in a video?
Was that in the video, the pose?
No, I think it was promo for their, they dropped a sunglass line.
Okay.
So I think that's what it was for. But they were in, which video was it? I think it was Future Mask Off.
Okay.
That I think they were in Future's video. So the Claremont twins posted on their story and said mood board twins. Mood board? Yeah, I guess a vision board.
Oh, okay.
And then they also posted motherfucking blueprint.
Okay.
Right. So Shannon decided to hop on Twitter and say they hate, then they copy. Were she meant were. Were they like, wait, what? Hold on, Shannon. Were they like, can you recreate this pose that the Claremont twins did? So a fan responded and said, Shannon, you being weird. The City Girls like and support both of you. Shannon responded and said, I love Carisha.
Okay.
So JT posted the video, the little behind the scenes on her story. And the Claremont twins from their Instagram page said, it's being on your mood board for me.
What?
Yeah. So then Miami hopped on Twitter and said, we damned if we do, damned if we don't.
I know she's tired.
Girl, I bet Carisha is just like, y'all, leave me the fuck alone.
I ain't over here doing nothing. I'm over here playing with Summer. Her grandma won't come get her.
Right. What? Please.
Okay.
So Carisha continued, it wasn't on our mood board, but I did tell JT, let's try the pose. I thought it was cute. What's the problem? I actually love both of y'all and openly support y'all at Shannon. Nobody discrediting y'all. I'm not with that shady shit. Let's not go there. So then it continued. Hold on. Shannon said, it's love over here too, LOL, but let's not go there, ? Because what? Miami said, you let me know. I addressed the room. It's whatever. Yeah, it went left. And then Miami said, I'm mad because I like them for real. But for real, let's be clear. So then,
oh gosh,
girl. So Shannon continued and said, I'm tired of these fake fashion bitches. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. All this over a pose.
Okay.
So JT said, these magazines and brands not, y'all be scared to see other women grow and learn. It's enough clothes for everybody. Talking about fake fashion, bitch, you not Naomi. I see your ass on holiday flyers like everybody else.
Whoa.
So,
Whoa.
so lazy of you to be tired about a pose.
I mean, I definitely feel like Carisha and JT, Young Miami and JT definitely tried to show growth.
Right.
But I feel when people keep fucking with you,
that's what I'm saying.
like it seemed like it seemed like they were picking at them for something.
That's what it felt like to me. Like it was just like them picking. Like, okay, we get it. Y'all did the pose. Y'all are not the only, you know how many people have shared poses?
But wait, so they basically said that we wanted. So Miami was saying that she saw them pose like that and thought it'd be cute for them. Okay, and she said like,
what's the problem? I highly doubt that y'all are the first people
to do that,
to get on each other back. Maybe the first set of twins. I don't know, but I highly doubt y'all the first people to get on each other back.
Yeah, because Spider and them been doing that at the club forever.
I mean,
three of them on each other's back.
I'm telling you, like this has been going on for a very long time.
It's weird,
girl.
It seems very weird.
It got weirder,
huh?
Yeah.
Wait, it's weirder than that.
Yes.
Okay.
So then Sinead says, when white people copy black people, it's, oh, they're stealing black culture, blah, blah, blah. But when black people do it to their own, it's, oh, y'all didn't create that first.
Huh?
I was like,
what? All right.
Now y'all boosting.
All right. Wait, what?
You know what? This is what pissed me off. And I think I've said this before. I don't like whenever people have issues and then, because I'm not going to lie, Amanda Seales did the same shit. Wherever people have issues, you got personal issues going on and then you want to turn it into a racial issue. That's not fair. That's gaslighting.
Yeah.
That's taking advantage of people's emotions. And not only that, you're taking advantage of the turmoil and the times that we're currently living in.
Basically.
So if that's going to be your attitude, go to hell.
Cloud chase is my own race.
Like,
are you fucking serious? That's weird.
It's very weird.
I mean, because whether you did it first or not, like, that's a weird flex. And then they did credit you and say they were fake. Like that's just weird. That whole thing is just weird.
Now I can understand if
they said we did this first.
Yes,
hoes.
yeah.
We did it better.
Like a bunch of fans pointed it out and was like, "Oh, the Claremont twins did that," and they were like, "Nah, hell nah, we the ones that created this. This ain't nothing but us. Who the fuck is the Claremont twins?"
We start the wave.
Yes, like Carisha. She doesn't like being called Carisha. Miami.
Put her names.
Miami definitely just straight up said like, okay, girl, like I saw it. I thought it was cute. I thought we should redo it. Like, what's tea? What's the problem here? It just don't make no sense to me.
Excuse me.
So Sinead continued and said,
oh, geez.
Girl, it's always been love over here and always showed love, but give credit when credit is due. And that is all. So her little, when white people copy black people thing, JT retweeted it and said, y'all didn't even give time for the pics to develop.
Pretty much.
Every time I ask a motherfucker what I did, they say, wait, y'all, words mean things.
They be typing off emotion, fam.
Punctuation is key.
Look, every time you say stuff like that, I'm just going to be quiet because, you know, that'd be me. So I'm just going to.
Every time I ask a motherfucker what I did, they say threw a rock and hid my hand. And I'd be like, when? It's always no proof. Anytime y'all see me on here, I be having full-on arguments and y'all be knowing who it's for. And if it's in general, y'all make shit up just because drama more entertaining. Nobody like me. Y'all can all go to hell and die at this point.
Whoa.
For real, because I swear I never met nobody personally for them.
For real.
To even think it's a problem.
For L.
Yeah, she didn't say just go to hell. She said die.
For L.
I'm telling you.
Oh, that ain't F. Never mind. Yeah. Damn. See, this every time JC be getting into it, everybody hate me. Nobody like me.
Girl, she need to let that go too. But that's very much a Sagittarius thing.
I feel like she's taking on that goth shit too much.
Girl.
She had to sound like Daria.
That bat shit.
Yeah, that Daria. My life is no one likes me but Uzi. And even he doesn't like me.
Uzi's my only love.
Miami doesn't like me.
Everybody else despises me.
Southside doesn't like me.
Nobody wants to give me an opportunity to get to know me.
No one wants me to be a percolator. No one wants me to grow.
She doesn't want me around Summer.
fuck everyone and can die.
I just want to be with my nigga.
Die hard.
But it's a lot of women like that though.
What?
Like get a nigga and it's just like
Everybody.
fuck the world.
Me and my nigga.
It's me and my nigga for life. Everybody else can go suck a dick and die. Like it's like, God damn, girl, we didn't say nothing to you, but happy birthday. Like God, like where is all this pressure?
Well, listen, some of you they be in their own bubble.
Yeah, for real. And bubble be real big. Bubble be real big.
Well, this is the silliest argument ever.
Girl, very silly. Like, y'all know we in the middle of a Panera Bread.
I mean, it's still a penny liner outside.
Like, honestly.
It's still a penny liner outside, and I don't understand it. And free Palestine.
Like, big facts.
I mean, like, this is...
Like, we got real shit going on in the world.
It's stuff going on, y'all. Like, but oppose...
And y'all arguing over pictures on Instagram, on an app that you don't even own.
I think I'm mad at Pose next for stealing a name for
Girl,
the show.
okay.
Because it's going off the air, too.
Look.
So, which one?
Like, what do y'all want?
It just seemed like a very clout chaser-ish.
To me, it just seems like very pointless. Like, I woke up, I feel like arguing type shit.
Let's get ready to rumble.
Yeah, like I'm just gonna find me something to complain about, and y'all bitches is gonna hear it.
Okay, well,
and bringing black and white and
accomplished.
Facts, like bringing black and white and shit. Like, come on, man.
This is very weird shit.
Like, it's weird as hell.
All right.
I don't want to sound misogynistic, but some of y'all just need to be quiet.
Yeah, you did. So
sorry. Like,
all right.
I don't think I want to hear from the Claremont twins no more.
I'm gonna tell you this because this is what you said. Like, all right, tread real life, fam. That's like a fuck boy.
Man, I ain't the only one thinking it.
This bunch of niggas, hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Yeah, bitches, man, shut the fuck up.
And be quiet.
Really, on the cool, all you bitches can shut the fuck up.
And get the fucking kitchen.
I don't want to hear none of you hoes. I don't want to hear shit but grease popping and pussy popping. Grease popping and pussy farting. That's all.
The only thing you be talking is that pussy.
Okay.
Get that pussy talk.
You make that macaroni sound. Like, yeah, nah, I ain't speaking for you niggas now. Because you got me fucked up.
Let it be known.
You niggas got me fucked up.
Nigga.
Let it be clear. All right.
All right, let's go ahead and go on over to our last topic.
Okay.
We're going to do 100 rounds. Nicki Minaj.
Crocs.
Ooh, Papa Bear.
Sea and green.
Fendi.
Okay.
So, due to my health last week, we didn't get a chance to talk about Nicki making this big comeback.
Mm-hmm.
She popped up on Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
Her pictures was cute as fuck. I was like, oh, them, like, Nicki literally got on the internet with Crocs and pillows.
I appreciate that Nicki don't be having, like, she's still extra, but not as extra, without the extra antics. I appreciate when Nicki leaves and comes back like this and just not doing like, out of fucking yelling and screaming.
I appreciate Nicki realizing that she's a queen. Like, I appreciate her knowing, like, y'all hoes can say whatever the fuck y'all want.
Facts.
I'm cemented. Like,
Facts.
Everybody knows who the fuck Nicki Minaj is.
I think that was a problem earlier because it was shaky.
Yeah.
Like she was trying to prove herself or like, but now like, okay, I'm here.
Yeah, like we know. Like, because as soon as them pictures dropped, everybody was like, oh, fuck, Nicki back.
Nicki unblocked me.
Nicki, okay. JT, Miami.
I'm a Barb.
Girl, did you see Lil Nas X get on? It was like, Barb's, y'all ready? He had a Barbie chain on.
I definitely saw it.
I love Lil Nas X.
Me too. I didn't know. Was it Monterey?
Yeah. I didn't know that was his real name.
I didn't know that was his name either.
Or is it Montero?
Montero, I think.
Something like that.
I know his name until I saw his driver's license. I was like, wait, that's really his name?
Yeah, and he's saying it on that song.
It makes sense. Call me by your name,
nigga.
Yeah. All right.
So Nicki gets online. She's like, y'all, I'm going live on Instagram. Make sure you be there. So Nicki gets on live, announces that she was re-releasing Beam Me Up Scotty.
I love mixtape Nicki.
Crazy enough, I was listening to Beam Me Up Scotty 2 weeks ago.
Crazy enough, I was too, because I listened to Itty Bitty Piggy. I found my Itty Bitty Piggy verse I wrote back in high school.
Oh, for real?
Yes, and I listened to Beam Me Up Scotty recently. It's on my that piff.
Girl, that's where I was listening to it.
How much did you listen to it?
Only plays.
Mm-hmm.
Girl, I was listening to Slumber. Welcome to my slumber party. More hoes than a bachelor party. I was like, man,
Keys under palm trees.
Listen. Oh, I'm in Jamaica with the keys under palm trees. The leprechaun sees what my heart reads. And if my aunt sees, please call my auntie. I think them girls telling. I hear them boys yelling. Boy, get down, get down. That's listen. That was. I hope y'all know more than Itty Bitty Piggy, because that whole fucking tape
went from
listen
start to finish.
Fam, as soon as it dropped, I had a
sticks
whole
in my bun.
Okay, I had a whole like Nicki party when as soon as the tape dropped. I listened to the whole thing. But she did release 4 songs. She's got the one, the Chirac, that's old, with G Herbo.
I didn't listen to two. I'm be honest. I ain't listen to the whole thing. I listened to the new songs.
Yeah, she had Seeing Green, Crocodile Teeth,
Fractions.
and Fractions. So, long story short, ever since then, Nicki's just been on like an Instagram roll, you know, like, hey y'all, I'm here. What's up? How y'all doing? Don't get too close. Let me grab Papa Bear. And so you just were talking about, Nicki not doing too much. Did you see Nicki post their mugshot?
I saw that.
Okay. So Nicki posted an old mugshot of her with the caption, "It took me years to be able to look at things like this. Criminal possession of a weapon with intent to use. I did use it though."
Here we go.
This is so inspiring now looking back.
All right.
The girl was leaking blood and spent days in the hospital.
All right.
The word on the street was that I was going to be deported.
Hello, nigga.
I was so scared. LOL. I was on the run. I really thought I was in a ghetto movie. I hid my car and went to stay with my aunt in Brooklyn, child. Hashtag growth. Hashtag beam me up Scotty out now. Link in bio. What's your favorite old and new joint from the mixtape, y'all?
That's just some random shit she put together.
As soon as I saw it, I said, Nicki, delete this.
Remove
it. I don't care that the damn
statute limitations.
I don't care about none of that shit. I don't care that Shade Room Denardi took a screenshot. Delete it now.
Why?
Fam, why the fuck would you get on the internet and say some shit like that? She said with intent to use it. I did use it though.
I did.
The word on the street, the girl was leaking. She was in the hospital.
All right, Nicki. Now when this girl come back,
hello.
I want my payout.
Hello.
I want to press. All right, Nicki. All right. I forgot she did that.
Fam.
Her mugshot's cute though.
Oh no, her mugshot is cute. One thing, Nicki is a bad bitch.
Young and youthful.
Nicki is a bad bitch. Like, Nicki will forever be that bitch.
Then I saw all the girls pulling out their mugshots too.
Who else?
Fuck, I don't remember. Somebody else did. And I'm just like, oh, okay. So this
what we doing.
This is what y'all doing, pulling out the mugshots.
I ain't got no mugshot to pull out. I ain't even gonna hold you. They take mugshots for tickets.
Bitch, you want no ticket. But you know what? I do have a mugshot somewhere, but I was smiling in it.
Oh, okay.
Because I said, if it ever gets out, I'm going to be, I don't know where it's
Look
at.
happy.
I mean, can't deny it. They was like, can you stop smiling? No. Will not. You ain't finna steal my joy, devil.
What did that girl Omaretta say? They keep asking about my teeth. I told them, bitch, these are mine.
What?
You better show them hoes. If you got good teeth, you better show them.
Facts, dude. But, yeah, I mean, that's cool. This is what I be talking about. It's the.
This is what I'm saying. Like, I said the same shit. I was like, all right, Nicki,
Yes,
here you go.
You was on the roll.
Finna go too fucking far.
Too far.
Just because I'm not gonna lie, her little video, even though I didn't like the fact that her husband was in the passenger seat.
Girl, just looking like looking like he having a ride of his life.
I
like
mean,
really
he is.
Hi, the time of my life, and I owe it all to you.
Okay,
ass, for real,
living his life like it's golden over there.
Living La Vida Loca.
I promise. When she was driving the little Cullinan, I was like, all right. I don't like the fact there's a nigga in the passenger seat. But I get it for the video. But I don't know if he could have just not been there.
They a team.
Clearly.
They a team. That's her kind.
Clearly.
And they a team.
I was just like, oh yeah, Nicki, you a bad bitch. Like, there's no denying that. I even appreciated the video where she was getting out the colon and she had to pull her leggings up first. I appreciate that shit.
A queen still has to pull up her shit, okay?
I appreciate the fuck out of that.
Me too.
But the mugshot, not so much, man.
I honestly don't even mind the mugshot, but put it on a shirt or something.
Girl.
Do something.
Or what? She could have just posted the mugshot and not posted all that. Maybe it's the caption.
Yeah, she left old girl leaking.
Yeah, and she in the hospital and all that type shit. Like,
what if the girl's like, why that bitch lying? We had a fight and the cops broke it up and she hit me with her car. Stupid asshole. That bitch ran me over. Why is her lying?
Bruh.
Her car was the weapon.
Shit. I know one thing. If I was that girl, I wouldn't let nobody know I'm the one she referring to because the Barbs are fucking ruthless.
Oh, that's a...
Barbs will pull up her damn social security number.
They'll go finish her job.
Intent gonna turn to murder.
Tick, tock, Barbie, shots.
Facts.
Like, you better stop playing.
Yeah, nah, them niggas will finish it.
If she know what's good for her, she'd let it go.
Yeah. But also, Nicki, I just felt like you just shouldn't have posted that.
I just, what's the why?
True.
What is the why?
Like, what are we doing this for?
What is the why? What is that? Honestly, it don't even sound like you're remorseful.
No.
Sound like you do the shit again.
The
It sound like you do the shit again.
Like, sound like it's still in her.
Pretty much. I just don't know the why. But I mean, go off, I guess.
That's how I feel.
It just don't, I guess.
Yeah, you know, y'all like, y'all be posting like shit on an app that you don't own. And you do know once you like hit send, like you have no control over where this goes no more.
It never disappears.
It could. The only time you had control over it was in your photos.
But in the drafts. Yeah. Before you decide to open it up and post
and send it off.
I think that's what most people need to do. Before they post shit, just
let it sit
in the drafts first and see if you still feel the same way.
I completely agree with you.
You know, and then if you don't, you just delete it. No harm, no foul.
Exactly.
Just leave it there a couple hours and see if you still feel the same way.
Yep. Big facts.
That's all. But I mean,
prayers to the woman involved.
Facts.
Hope she's healed and got no lasting effects from Nicki. I don't know, pistol whipping her, shooting her.
Nicki, wasn't a gun involved.
That's the charge.
It said, what's the charge? It didn't say gun. What did it say?
Oh, that's how they do charges now.
Yeah, it didn't say gun.
Criminal possession of a weapon with intent to use.
That could be car. That could be brass knuckles. That could be anything. All right, Nicki.
Okay. I mean, I ain't gonna argue.
I'm not arguing either. I'm just saying, like,
and Nicki ain't finna come run me over with a Conan.
I'm just saying, it could be true. But some people also embellish the truth. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, like add little details.
Yeah, nigga, I got shot 5 times. Nigga, first off, you got grazed. You weren't even the target.
On your arm.
The bullet hit you. The bullet bounced off the car and hit you. And you got grazed, first of all. Like,
right.
So whatever. All right, cool.
It is what it is.
Cool. All right.
But that's all I have in this week with the shits.
All right.
This week we do have a guest here. Mm-hmm. She is my cousin, the creator and owner of Healthy Vibes ATL.
Healthy Vibes.
Her name is Angelle, so we're gonna go ahead and get into that interview right now.
All right, tune in. What's up?
Yes, gosh, this one here. So y'all know May is Mental Health Awareness Month. And this week we are joined with Angelle, the CEO, boss mom. I don't know how many different titles you want me to give you because I can start listing them.
Bad bitch.
Okay. Of Healthy Vibes.
That bitch.
Okay. She is that bitch of Healthy Vibes ATL. Thank you for joining us.
Oh,
Hey, thank you guys so much for having me. I'm so excited to be here.
Yeah, of course.
I know, still here.
Of course.
Virtual.
I know. We've got a lot of stuff to discuss. So we're going to talk all things mental health. Well, maybe not all things because ain't nobody here licensed.
Okay. Not none.
No.
Well, it ain't licensed in that.
Yeah.
I do have a neuroscience degree.
Oh, okay. Come on.
Yeah, I wouldn't say I'm like a licensed therapist or anything like that. But yeah, I
Right.
need a little bit of background in that area. So.
Well, there you go. I mean, with all the COVID and everybody's mental health has been tested, it really needs to be mental health year.
Okay. Decade.
Big facts.
For a lot of people.
Yeah.
Facts, yeah.
Straight up. So we'll go ahead and get started. So Angelle, when did you actually have the idea to create Healthy Vibes ATL?
Okay. So I actually started Healthy Vibes in 2014. I think it was like my last year of college or something like that. And I initially started under the premise that I wanted to find like healthier and cleaner desserts that didn't taste healthy, you know, because that time on the market, there really wasn't anything that didn't taste like dirt. Everything tasted like trash and cardboard. And so I was like, I really want healthier options because I love desserts. And I was like, but I don't want it to be like a caloric like overload, right? So I still wanted the taste, but I didn't want all of like the bad things that came with it. So that's initially how I started off. I sold healthy desserts for years. We would do pop-ups. I'd make all types of healthy desserts. And then in 2019, I kind of came to like a pivotal moment in my business. And I was just kind of like, okay, like, is this really what aligns with me anymore? Like, is this even still what I want to do? You know, like I always still love like health, you know, the idea of health, helping other people reach their idea of health. But I didn't feel like it was aligning with me as much as it used to, but I wasn't exactly sure like which direction I wanted to take it in. So I kind of just kept coasting along, and I was like, you know, something will come to me when it's meant to be. So continued operating the business as is. And then in 2020, I gave birth. I had a son, and then little baby. And then I thought it was okay. You know, I've always kind of struggled here and there with anxiety. I've never really been depressed or had depression, but I would have like little bouts of anxiety. Especially I would notice that for me, it would be triggered by like overloads of stress. So like anytime I was extremely stressed out, or anytime that I was finding I was like overwhelmed, extremely overwhelmed, or had too much on my plate, I would always notice that's when my anxiety would be the worst. So while I was pregnant, I felt great. I had a great pregnancy by the grace of God. I was so excited. And then I was like, okay, I've been feeling good. So I really didn't think that like postpartum depression or anything like that would be on the horizon for me, because I was like, you know, I've been doing great all these months.
Right.
So I gave birth. I was still feeling good, you know, for the most part. And then I would say about 3 months after I gave birth. And so like I gave birth at the height of lockdown, right? Well, at the beginning of basically when everything was like closing, everything was shut, couldn't have any visitors, you couldn't have anything, right? So it was just me and my husband, gave birth, came home a couple days later. But it's okay. And I think it worked out better that way.
Okay, but really quick, like how did it feel? Because so many women did like have that experience, because a lot of women gave birth during COVID. So how did it feel like knowing that literally like no visitors? Like sometimes that's part of the fun. Like you got to show your baby off. People come up to the hospital. So how did that like feel, or how did it even affect you like mentally? If it did.
I definitely did feel it was a little odd, right? It was like, I mean, hospitals aren't like, you know, the most jumping places, but it definitely was very quiet. And it was like very isolating, right? Because even like my husband, they were like, okay, once he comes, he can't leave, right? So he couldn't leave. And if he did leave, he wouldn't be allowed to come back in. So I was just like, okay, park it right here. So
get the fuck down.
Right. So it was literally just us. And it was, like I said, I was actually kind of confused at first. I was like, I didn't really know exactly like who I wanted to be there, what I wanted that to look like. But I think it ended up working out perfectly that way. But I don't feel like the isolation really hit me until we were back home, right, with the baby. And we couldn't do anything because we were all on lockdown, right? The whole world was on lockdown at this point.
Right.
I didn't even want to go to the grocery store, because then no one really knew exactly how COVID was spreading. Like everyone was just getting sick, but nobody knew exactly, you know, even being in the hospital was like so weird, you know, because it's like, you know, we all had these masks on, and I was like, this baby's going to come out and it's going to see a bunch of masks. And it was weird. But ended up working out. We went back home. And like I said, that's where the isolation really started for me. About 3 months after I given birth, I started to notice some weird things that really weren't in like my usual symptoms, I guess. And I started to notice I felt extremely weak all the time. And not even just like the type of fatigue that's like, oh, like I need to like take a nap or something. No, this was like I could barely even have the strength to lift my arm. Fatigue.
Oh my gosh.
Yes. I started to feel so lightheaded and airy all the time. I had really bad depersonalization. Like I felt like I was literally just watching myself in like a glass, you know, like from the outside. I was like watching myself. I always felt like I was floating. I just literally felt like I was in some parallel dimension. I never really felt like I was me. I would spend half of the day in bed crying, you know. I had no motivation to do anything. Like even our cousins group, I could barely bring myself to respond because I just could not be bothered with anything. Yeah, I just didn't have the energy. Like, and this isn't, like I said, this isn't just like a physical type energy. Like I didn't even have the mental capacity to even respond. Like trying to process like what you guys were saying in those messages, trying to like, it was not happening for me. So I started, and then I started having really bad night sweats.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it was actually really scary because at first I didn't know what was wrong with me. So I started having really bad night sweats, and I started to, this is going to sound so weird, but I started to almost feel like my liver was like attacking itself because I started to notice I started to have really bad like pain around my liver, you know. It would like wake me up in the night, and then like I would have these periods of like extreme heat. I would be sweating, and I had these periods of extreme cold. I'd be like shivering. So I definitely knew like something was not right, and I was like, I need to figure out what's going on. So I booked in to see a doctor because they weren't really seeing people at the moment. I had to have like a virtual like telehealth like consultation type thing. So I had to see them virtually. And so they booked me in for some blood work. And it was scary, like leaving the house at that time, right? Because now we're at like the peak of lockdown, and like everyone's just like dropping like flies, and we don't even know how they're dropping. It's just crazy.
Okay. Don't know what the fuck going on.
I know, just looking dumb. Okay. So I was like, all right, you know what? Something's not right. So I was so scared even going to go like to the lab to go get my blood drawn, because I was just like, I hope I don't get sick. But I was not about to keep feeling like that. I was like, I'll take my chances.
Right.
So got the blood work done. It came back. The doctor was like, everything looks normal. They checked my thyroid because a lot of times, like, you know, when your thyroid's off, it can present those symptoms. And a lot of times your thyroids can be out of whack, like after giving birth and stuff like that. So they were like, everything looks fine. Everything looks normal. And I'm like, no, you guys need to redo this test. Like, I'm telling you, something is not right with me. So then my doctor was like, okay, well, like, you know, she was like, she was like, having birth giving birth is a very traumatic experience to your body. And she was like, and your body has to kind of like, you know, regulate back. And she was like, you know, do you feel any bit like anxious or depressed? And I'm like, no, I just don't feel like myself. So she was like, you know, sometimes depression can manifest itself in physical symptoms, you know? And so I was like, no, I'm trying to tell you, like, I don't feel depressed. I just am having these symptoms, and I know I don't feel myself. And so, and I was like dropping a bunch of weight at the same time, and I was breastfeeding. So I was like super duper skinny. And so I literally just had no energy. And so I was like, I don't know what's going on. Turns out that it actually was depression, and I was depressed, and I didn't know, right? Because I feel like a lot of women don't really share their stories, and I think they kind of just like hide that, right? Because they're scared of the backlash. They're scared of, you know, like what people would say or what people would think, or like, you know, the stigma behind, you know, having some type of mental illness or having some type of like, you know, mental disability, whatever it is. And, you know, I literally, the only place I found answers was YouTube. I went on YouTube and I started watching videos of women who are just like, no one else talked about this. So like, I'm going to talk about it. And I was just like, oh my goodness. Like, and that was so warming to me to know that there was somebody out there who was actually like experiencing this and going through this. Right.
Mm-hmm.
And it wasn't just like a singular event or occurrence. And it made me think right then and there, I wish that more people would have talked about it. And another thing for me was I tried before, like, you know, when I evaluated all of my options on like how to deal with this, I tried everything. I'm always a very like holistic type of like natural person. That's the type of path I will always choose first. I will try everything holistically, naturally before ever turning to, you know, Western medicine or medication or whatever.
Right.
And when I tell you guys, I tried everything. I mean, I tried everything. I was working out. I was exercising. I was eating well. I was doing yoga. I was, you know, taking like, you know, natural herbs for like anxiety. And then a lot of things are also closed at the same time. So I couldn't book in for acupuncture. So I was really just trying to manage these symptoms myself. And something that I noticed that would make me feel better is whenever I would like take out time for myself, like I would take a shower, and that was like the only time I had to myself. Like I didn't have the baby on my hip, you know, or I wasn't breastfeeding. I didn't have to worry about bottles or pumping or whatever, you know, and it was just literally that, you know, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, whatever it is. Like I would just feel so happy in the shower. Right. But then when I come out of the shower, I'd be like, oh, come back to my reality.
Back to life.
Right. And so that was, you know, something that I noticed, that when I started taking out time for myself, I started to notice how much better I'd feel. And in my case, unfortunately, even though those things did help, I did end up having to get on medication because I realized that there was no way, and with how I was feeling, that I was going to be able to care for a child, right? A small child. So I wish that there wasn't so much stigma on, you know, medication. And I wish that more people would be more open to it. Because I remember, like, the first thing I remember when I told my mom, I was like, I'm going to, you know, take this antidepressant or whatever. And, you know, her first response was like, no, don't do it. It's going to make you gain weight. And
do you want me to be here?
Right.
Okay. I mean, you look good.
Right.
So I was just like, you know what? I literally had told her, I said, you know, Mom, I appreciate your concern, but my mental health is significantly more important than a few extra pounds, right? And although currently I'm no longer on the medicine, you know, definitely it did make me gain weight, and I have been a little bit more self-conscious about my body, but I know I'm in a significantly better headspace than I was, right? So I can lose the weight, you know, with time, I'm sure it'll come off, you know, as my body adjusts. But I strongly encourage people to really evaluate all their options. But that was a long tangent. So yeah, basically, I realized after giving birth, you know, the importance of really taking out time for your self-care. And I think that people have a misconception about what self-care actually looks like. I think people always think it's you having to do your nails, or you having to paint, you know, or you doing your hair, painting your nails, or you getting massages. But, you know, I always tell people self-care doesn't have to be fluffy. It doesn't have to always be fun. You know, sometimes self-care can be really difficult, and it can be really hard, and it can look like you setting boundaries, right?
Absolutely.
It can look like you saying no. It can look like you maybe changing the relationships in your life because they no longer serve you. And I think that people need to understand that self-care is truly just doing more of the things that make them feel like them.
Right.
And so when I started, so, you know, I remember I sat down and I talked to my husband. I said, you know, I really want to like share these things. So during this time, I started journaling a lot, tracking my habits so I could know, like, you know, this is how I felt this day. This is what I did this day. Maybe this is why I'm feeling this way.
Right.
And so I feel like for me, what ended up happening is I realized how important it was. And I really want to share this with other people. Right.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So I really was like, you know, I really want other people to learn how to prioritize their self-care and learn how to prioritize themselves and their boundaries and, you know, start tracking their habits so that they can really get rid of the things that no longer serve them or things that they thought served them, but they actually don't. Yeah. So that's how I created my new line of self-care products. So that's how I created the Vibe manuscript. I created habit trackers, hydration trackers, and I'm in the process of releasing so many new products, but everything is designed with your self-care and your mental health in mind.
Right. You know, I think it's great that you're saying like, this is what depression looks like for you.
Yeah.
Because I think that we have in our minds, like, this stereotypical idea of depression, you being in a dark room, not wanting to answer your phone for a week, or, and, you know, especially with all the stigma that we have in the Black community, whenever it comes to depression, we equate, well, maybe not we, but the older folks, they equate depression to almost like some sort of weakness.
Yeah. Or just pray about it.
Exactly.
Yeah, pray about it.
And it's like, oh, okay, prayer. I love God.
I need all that.
Yes.
I need all that, but I also need to talk to somebody. And I also got some shit that I need to like figure out.
Yes.
You know, for like, it's, to me, it's like, because I've even been on the podcast before and said, like, I don't know if I've ever experienced depression, but I don't think that that's something that I can even say anymore.
Yeah.
Because like you were saying, you know, whenever you felt like it was just kind of like an outer body experience, I know that exact feeling where it's just like you're just going through your day and you're just kind of going through the motions, or you kind of feel like you're just like seeing yourself from the outside looking in, and it's a scary feeling, especially when you don't know what it is.
It's really scary, and I think that you brought up a really good point, speaking to the fact that depression looks so different for everybody, right? If you would have seen me at that time, I didn't look depressed, right? Like, I didn't look like there was anything wrong with me. And I think that that's the importance of mental health, is that just because somebody looks like they're doing great, just because somebody looks happy, they smile. And I think that that's why Instagram and social media can be such a dangerous place, right?
Absolutely.
Because only details are highlight reels, right? It doesn't, no one's gonna like come on Instagram and be like, I'm dying. Like, I feel like I'm depersonalized. I don't even know who I am anymore. Like, everyone's like, what?
And when they do, we're like, that's weird.
Okay, you're a weirdo. So it's just like with stuff like that, I feel like social media, and especially if you're not in your best headspace, right? I feel like social media can bring you down even more, right? Because you see other people living their life and you're like, how come nobody's sad like me? Or how come, you know, nobody's like, everyone's just out there living their life. And unfortunately, you know, that's not true, right? That's why you hear of all of these like TikTokers and influencers like killing themselves and things like that. And you don't even realize what they're going through, right? Because on that TikTok, they're doing the, what is it? The Soldier Draco challenge, whatever.
Draco. What's the
so it's like, you don't know, right? And then the next post is someone's like, you know, rest in peace, this person, or prayers or whatever, and you don't know. You be like, well, thanks. So,
right. Then the next post is COVID related, and it's like, God damn.
Exactly. So you're like, it's just too much. And then coupled with the fact that 2020, I think, and here's what I'll say about 2020. I think everybody needs to give themselves more grace, because I feel like, who else lived through a pandemic? You know what I'm saying? Like, I just want to know.
I'm telling you, that was history.
That was historic. It is historical, right? We talk about COVID is in the past.
Okay. And bitch just got over COVID.
Okay. Because I was struggling for them 2.5 weeks. But the point is, and then that feeling is a whole nother mental health discussion, but
girl,
I just feel like, with things like this, I just feel like you have to give yourself more grace and understand you are living through a worldwide pandemic, right? It's not an epidemic, it's a pandemic. Everybody is going through it. And I think that's why I encourage bosses and everybody who's like working with more people to understand, like, give your employees, give whoever you're with, give whatever more grace, because nobody is on their A game right now, right?
Mm-hmm.
You're submitting reports, you probably a few more mistakes than usual, okay?
Right.
And if you're anything like me, it's probably a few more mistakes than you. But the point is, it's like, this is new for everybody, right? Like, it's scary. And everybody's mental health, I feel like, was completely rocked in 2020. And even till now, I feel like we're still trying to just kind of get adjusted and accustomed to this new normal. And I think a lot of it too was the fact of the unknown, right? We didn't know what the next 6 months was going to look like. We didn't know, who was going to be around the next 6 months. And I think that was really scary for a lot of people, And I think that, like, a lot of people I've worked with and like a lot of my customers are like, journaling has helped them so much, right? And a lot of people were like, I don't know how to journal, right? I don't know where to start. Like, I don't know, like, what to do, what to even write about. And I'm like, but the minute you put that pen in that paper, child, things will start coming out that you never even knew were in your mind.
Yep.
So what do you feel like, for someone who isn't accustomed to journaling, where do you feel like they should start, or how do you feel like they should start journaling and like stuff like that if they were to get started doing it?
So, here's what I like to say. Of course, number one, I'm gonna have to plug myself.
Do that.
But definitely, I think something like the Vibe manuscript, it doesn't have to be the Vibe manuscript, but something like that, something that is like a guided kind of, a guided guide. It's 6 weeks. It takes you through 6 weeks. You have 6 weeks of journaling prompts and other factors that actually combine into the whole manuscript to really help you kind of overhaul your mental health for the next 6 weeks and help you create more sustainable and realistic habits, right? I think something that's important is that you have to create habits that are, one, sustainable, and two, realistic, because if they're not, you're not going to keep them, right? If it's like, that's like, if you're like, okay, I want to lose weight and I'm only going to eat salad for the next 24 months. Like, you're not going to do that, right?
Yeah.
Come, maybe that next day by 4 p.m. you're like, bitch,
I'm hungry.
Okay, right? Because you're not going to want to, it's not sustainable. And so you have to make it sustainable. And that's what I really try to do with my products, is teach you how to create these sustainable habits through repetition, through things that matter to you, and through just being honest with yourself and your thoughts. And if you don't want to use something like the Vibe manuscript, then I would definitely suggest sit down, make sure it's quiet, light a candle, whatever you got to do, set a timer for 15 minutes. You sit down and you sit with your thoughts. And I know it sounds a lot easier said than done. But it's actually quite difficult, and you need to observe your thoughts, right? You just need to be present with your thoughts for those 15 minutes. You need to know what is coming up for you, right? Something that keeps popping up in your mind is something you need to deal with, right? And so you need to know what keeps coming up for you. And then after those 15 minutes, you can be like, okay, just make a quick note. It's like, okay, this keeps coming up for me. This relationship with this person, I noticed keep, being on my mind. Money was on my mind. This was on my mind. You sit down, you make those, you write out those thoughts. And then I think the next best thing to do is you write out kind of like an overview, generalized game plan for those thoughts, right? Do you need to have a conversation with that person? Do you need to assess your spending? Do you need to really identify what your circle looks like and if they're serving you or not? So I feel like those are good places to start. And then also start tracking your habits. If you, we sell habit trackers, but you don't have to use our habit trackers. You could literally open up a notepad, open up a blank sheet, and write down what type of habits you are. What time you wake up, what do you have a schedule? What time are you sleeping? What does your day look like? How much, what's your screen time look like? What does your water intake look like? All of these things are going to create your day. And so if you start getting into a better routine with your habits, then you will see you'll have better days. So that's kind of how I look at it.
Yeah, I love it. So I know you said with the Vibes manuscript that it's basically set up over the course of 6 weeks. So during that 6 weeks, is the journaling in the Vibes manuscript a daily thing? So is that one of the things, like another habit that you're kind of trying to like get yourself into, journaling daily?
Yes, so that's definitely one aspect of it. Something that was very important to me, though, is understanding the reality of life, right? Sometimes you miss a day, right? Maybe your baby gets sick, or maybe, you had to work late and you forgot, right? And so that's why none of my products are dated.
Oh, see, that's what I was wondering.
Yeah, so you can, start on a Monday and pick back up on Wednesday if you have to, right? The point is that every day will draw you to come back, right? Because you can also look at your previous days and look at what they looked like, right? And I think that there's nothing more refreshing, I feel like, and satisfying than looking at where you were 6 weeks ago and seeing that your life was actually in shambles. And then 6 weeks later, 6 weeks later, looking and understanding that, I have been, actually working on that. And the reason that the Vibe manuscript is actually 6 weeks is because 6 weeks is generally how long it takes to actually start to see a change in yourself. And so something also too, like I said, I developed the planner and the journal with neuroscience and cognitive behavioral therapy principles. So there's really these small little, very small, intricate details that you wouldn't even notice existed in them. So like at the beginning of the planner, you'll notice that it starts off a darker shade. Like every week starts off a darker shade. But then as you go through the planner, it brightens up and it lightens up. And
I love
it's just like a behavioral, like it's a cognitive thing. You might not even pick up on it, and just small things like that, right? And just the same thing with humans need repetition, right? They need assurance. So throughout the Vibe manuscript, you'll notice that there'll be things of like, oh, I'm so proud of you. Or, oh, look at how far you've come. Or, oh, this. Oh, you're doing great. Or, keep going. Like, because humans as a species, they need reassurance, right? They need that affirmation. And so just small things like that. There's other things, but I always think that it's really interesting that people like don't even catch on to these things, right?
Right, but they're there.
They're there. Subconsciously, your mind is picking it up. So that's what matters.
Oh, I love it.
Well, so I'm not a journaler, but I always had a question. I know you journal.
Yeah, I journal.
Do you go back and read your journals?
Absolutely. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I actually had a little bit of a mental breakdown because one of my journals that I've been journaling in for a while now, whenever I was sick, it was raining and I opened up the window and I had my journal on the windowsill.
Oh no.
And it got ruined.
Oh.
And I was just like, oh my gosh, my journal is gone. Like, and I had to like literally tell myself like, okay, Tana, like, even though you can't actually go back and read all of these things, you've already put those thoughts to paper. And some of those thoughts and those things that you did put to paper, you're no longer carrying. So whether the journal is destroyed or not, which I'm still a little sad about, the work has still been done. But yeah, like you do go back and read it. And it is nice to like, I've journaled through breakups and I'll go back and read it. And I'm just like, wow, like I was really in like a tough headspace. And like, thank God I'm not anymore.
I think that something that's really important to remember is that not everybody does that, right? Some people don't want to look back, right? Yeah. Some people only want to look at those future blank pages, right?
Yeah.
But I think that it is good for your progress, right? For your mental progress to go back and see exactly, how far you've come. I think it's so important. So
yeah, but I don't think it's a requirement. I don't want anyone to feel like you have to.
No, it's not. But literally when I tell y'all, hold on, I'm about to play this so y'all know it's real.
Not the Alicia music.
What I told y'all just gotta sit out and start writing.
You know what? That's when every time somebody opens a journal, I think of that. I think it's Tan right in the room, just like with the motion music. I literally see that.
It'd be like, dear John.
Facts.
Today is crazy.
Facts.
But you know what? I think I have PTSD from writing, from when my daddy found my notebooks.
Oh my gosh. But you wasn't journaling. You were writing nasty stories at 17.
But okay. Does journaling have to be, journaling can just be right? Oh no, I guess it's writing. Journaling is, I mean, is there different forms of journaling though?
That's a good question.
You can definitely.
So that was my form of journaling. Helpful. Shut the fuck up. I was journaling back then.
Girl, you was Sister Soldier before Sister Soldier.
Oh my gosh! Right. What was her book called? A Cold Winter or something?
Yeah, coldest winter ever. Classic, might I add.
Yeah. So I just feel like you can definitely journal about whatever you want to journal. But I know the benefits of journaling for your behavioral and mental health, So that's why I always encourage people that's a good place to start. But if you want to write your sex stories, child, in your dungeon of secrets, then so be it.
Yeah, I think I just have PTSD from like someone gonna read it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and I've actually gotten a lot of messages like that. Like, I want to journal, but I'm scared that someone's going to see it, or I want to journal, but I'm scared that someone's going to read it. And I always encourage people, to keep it in like, a safe space. Hell, you could padlock it, whatever you feel like.
Throw it in a safe.
Right. Whatever you feel like you need to do to keep that space, right? Because I always tell people your journal is it's a safe space, right? For you and yourself. Right. You should be able to, when you go and you take those feelings and those emotions and those thoughts from your head and you put it onto paper, like it is out of your mind. Right. And people don't understand that it's out of your head and onto that paper. So not only does that validate your thoughts and your feelings, but it also reduces the mental clutter. Right. Because you no longer have to worry about that in your mind. Even if it is something that you have to worry about, you don't even have to worry about it anymore because you've moved it past a place of worry,
It's really true. And think about all the like thoughts and things that you carry on a day-to-day basis. And it's like, even if you can just let go or release 10% of them, that makes a huge difference. Yeah.
And it's a lot. 10%, if you think about it. Somebody once was like, I think about my mind as like a Safari tab, right? A Safari browser, right? And there's 36 different tabs open at one time. Each page is doing something different, and I can't shut them down. And so I'm just like, you better Control Alt Delete that thing.
I'm telling you. Like, close all windows.
Close all windows, restart. Because I'm like, if you continue with that mental clutter, right, it manifests in other ways. And I think that people always forget when you're anxious about something, it's usually because there's something else happening, right? Anxiety doesn't just tend to come from nowhere, right? It usually has a root of its anxiety and a root point cause. And it's up to you to identify that root cause. And that's why I always encourage people to track their habits, figure out what's happening in your life that is triggering these series of events.
Right.
So talking about like the triggers and things like that, do you feel like tracking helped you figure out some of the things that triggered you or caused you or find the root of your anxiety?
Yeah, absolutely. Like when I would track my habits, right, I would notice like I would be able to like gauge my water intake along with like my movement, my exercise, along with so many other different factors. And I would always find that anytime one was out of whack, right, or maybe even something as small as my cycle is going to start soon, right, I would notice my anxiety levels would like change. And I think I have one here, but if you notice on our habit trackers, there's a space for you to actually track your anxiety levels. So in addition, when you track other things, you'll see if your anxiety is going up or if it's going down, right?
Right.
So you need to correlate those with your movement, with your, do you have like some relationship issues going on at the time? Like, have you been drinking enough water? Like, has your to-do list just been out of control? Is there too much on your to-do list? Like, and you'll start to be able to find patterns, right? And so what I always encourage people to do is to take our habit trackers and keep all of the old pages and literally over like the month, just look at every single page, look at the times, and you can analyze it right there in real time. Like the times that I was the most anxious, like, oh, I noticed I wasn't drinking enough water and just things like that, and I think that these are such small changes that make such a big difference,
Right. Oh, I love it.
Me too.
I love it. So I noticed, of course, you mentioned that you had like the water intake tracker on the Vibes manuscript. So I know you do have another product coming out, which is probably the prettiest fucking water bottle I've ever seen in my life.
Well, thank you. So yes, I do have the new HV hydration tracker coming out. So as you know, I'm huge with tracking habits. I think it makes the world of difference. So yes, I am releasing it's a Brasilicate glass water bottle. They're very beautiful. They come in white and pink. They have little rose gold caps on them. But although they're very pretty, they're also created with a purpose in mind, and that's to help you increase your water intake. So if you flip over the back of the bottle, it actually has a hydration tracker that allows you to monitor like how much water you're drinking and how much water you should drink before the next hour if you haven't already completed that task. And then it also tells you when to refill it, and then also where it's full at and stuff like that. And every hour has like a new goal that you need to reach. And so it's really cool. People have different hydration trackers, but my thing was I could never find one that was as cute. So I created it.
I love it.
Yeah. Amazon, I think, has like the big, those like big like jugs, and it's like
unnecessary.
Yeah. And I'm like, nobody's carrying that ugly thing around. So I created a cute, nice, pretty one, glass, very luxury and very pretty, and definitely it's just the vibe. So I feel like if you're somebody and you struggle with water and you want to be cute at the same time, then definitely check out our hydration trackers. And I'm also in the process of creating a hydration goal chart, so that with every purchase, like everybody who buys the hydration tracker, then they'll automatically get that, so that they can challenge themselves to stay on top of their water goals. And, I always tell people, I'm like, hey, just drink your water and mind your business. I love it.
Big facts.
That's a big part of
the skin right just be gleaming,
I'm like, it's great here. I don't know why people are so worried about what other people have going on. And I remember I saw this, it was this post, and this girl was like, can I tell you guys a secret? And so the lady was like, yeah. And she's like, nobody cares what's actually happening with you.
Fact.
Like, people really have so much other stuff going on. Like, nobody even cares. So I'm just like, mind your business, and staying hydrated and drinking your water goes such a long way.
Love it.
Well, and compared to drinking your water, what are some other things, and generally, what are some other things that you find yourself like doing for like self-care that you've adopted, I guess?
So for me, movement has really been a big one. And I'm not going to lie. I know there's some people and they wake up every day and they want to do like Ironman challenges. And I'm like, that's not me. I'm not even going to lie. Right. I don't like HIIT workouts. I don't like cardio. I don't like anything that's high impact. I like very low impact, relax, like exercising. So walking out in nature is a game changer for me. Like, I have to go walk outside. I usually go by myself. Sometimes I'll put my son in his stroller and take him, but walking outside is a game changer. And I got one of those little, like, Fitbit watches or whatever, little fitness tracker watches, and I'll track my steps, and tracking my steps helps me to want to get more steps. When I see that they're not really where they're supposed to be, I'm like, okay,
right.
I want to get more. Let's see what else. Body scrubs. I've like recently gotten into body scrubs, and I've just been obsessed with them. I think I noticed like it evokes your parasympathetic system. So if you think about it, right, there's something about like that salty, you know, kind of like, or that sugary, like that, like gritty feeling, right, against your skin. So it's going to evoke your body senses. And I think that helps you to just feel present, you know. Another thing that I love to do is I've just like also recently gotten really obsessed with candles. Lighting a good candle. If it smells good, even better. I have some really cool things in the works if people like candles. So I'm really excited, and I really hope that all of these tips, you know, are tips, easy tips, and easy things for people to adopt. And something that's really important for me is, like I always say, about being very realistic and very honest about these sustainable habits. I think if you're trying to tell somebody, okay, you need to sign up for this $200 a month gym membership, or you need to go see a therapist and they're $450 a month, that's not sustainable for a lot of people, right? A lot of people can't afford that, and most people can't afford that. Right. And I think that I want to give people more sustainable and realistic alternatives. But you can go outside and walk, that's free, you know. You can journal, that's free. You can, you know, there's so many things you can do. You can make your own body scrub, okay? And so I think that those are just really important things to remember, and they're all great starting points.
Well, I guess, what are some of your self-care things you like to do?
So of course, journaling. That's something I've been doing for a while now. And some people think I'm weird, but I really enjoy taking my showers. Like, I know you kind of mentioned it earlier, that being your like alone time. But to me, it's like, especially whenever I'm having like a really rough day, it's like I envision like everything of the day just kind of going away. It's washed away. But I really enjoy taking showers in the dark.
Dang.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that is actually very relaxing. I'm not gonna lie.
Yes.
Sam, I don't know. What if someone comes in there on you?
No, but when does anybody come in there?
See, that's why that's where my mind goes.
How many people have had a burglar come in while they in the shower? How many people had a monster come in while they in the shower?
It only takes
Boogeyman.
It only takes one.
I mean, but for
me,
it's
scary. Just say that.
It is.
But for me, like being in the shower and like even whenever it's like dark, sometimes like I'll light a candle, so that'll be a little bit of light that I'll have in there.
Even
but it's just
that,
so relaxing.
you know?
Hold on, wait, pitch black.
Yeah, it'll be dark. I don't have any lights on.
What about like a for a bath?
Oh yeah, see, but I have an issue. I don't want to say I have an issue, but like I've never really gotten into baths, and like because it's like I'll sit there and then it's like, okay, now what am I supposed to do?
I feel like I get greeny, and like I've never been wild about baths either. Like my skin starts to wrinkle and I'm just like, why am I here?
Yeah.
Oh no, I've been in a bathtub 2-3 hours.
Yeah, see, that's her thing.
I love a bath. Look, but I come prepared. I have my wine, I have my vibrator, my book,
vibrator,
my blunt. Like I come fully prepared. I have a playlist. Like I have like, yeah, we're gonna do different things in there. This is not just, we're not gonna just get clean.
We're not just gonna bathe.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, so I'm good for a 2-3 hour bath.
But
how do you feel after it? Do you notice a difference? Do you feel relaxed, or do you feel like, oh damn, I gotta get back to life?
Sometimes I feel drained, but I usually take them at night, so I just go to bed. But then sometimes I feel like good, like I feel like a new bitch, like I feel clean.
Start my day.
Hell yeah, I feel real after. But so sometimes I'll take like I really do enjoy like a daytime bath too, because no one's here. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm with myself, so I enjoy like getting my tub without anybody coming to splash my bubbles or actually they can get in with me or no shit like that. So I actually enjoy like a daytime bath too. What were you finna say?
Oh no, I was going to say, you mentioned music. I think music is also something like if you're a music lover, because I definitely have my little shower speaker and that be going. He can come.
I think that's another one for me is music.
Yeah,
because I've had music on all the time. Like all the time, and I match music to my mood. So if I'm sad, damn, I'm gonna be sadder.
Okay. We'll turn on Case of the X.
Hey, play that Keisha Cole.
Right. And I feel that. And I feel like another really good one too, right? That I feel like this one goes so overlooked is simply just being alone with yourself. Like literally having, like sometimes I'll just literally, especially like as a mom, like sometimes I literally don't want to be bothered. Like I just want to sit somewhere and I don't want to hear nothing. Right. I don't want to see nothing. So for me, I feel like that is a super underrated one. It's just literally sitting and being by yourself, enjoying your own company. That's so relaxing.
Yeah.
I would say one more of my personal self-care is smoking. But I like the whole process. Like,
bring out the habit trackers.
We ain't track that now. We ain't tracking that. But I did find like, so I started smoking more. I noticed I smoked more with like my anxiety. But besides that, like I had it's a process for me. Like I break my weed down, I get my gar, I roll it. So that was the process that I actually liked, and I liked inhaling. So that was like my self-care.
Go, Brittany.
Big facts.
But like just like, and I would be outside, and I would feel just so comfortable and stuff. But that's really like my self-care for myself. Like, I put my little money to the side every week for my weed fund. And that's mine. No, for real.
I heard that.
No, but I really love the fact that you had mentioned that, right? But then I also noticed something else you had mentioned, and you had said with your anxiety. Do you know what your triggers are?
My baby daddy's one.
Okay. Understood.
I know some, but I also know that sometimes I can get in like these really depressive moods or whatever. So I haven't really like tracked my anxiety, which is a good thing. I probably should start doing, but I don't know where it stems from. Maybe like a burnout, like a reaction to burnout or something like that. I don't know. Yeah. But I haven't really looked at.
What about you, Tan?
So I do suffer from anxiety. A bitch got anxiety.
Okay, a bitch be stressed.
Big facts. I think for me, I notice my anxiety kind of kicks into gear whenever I'm just really feeling overwhelmed. So I'm not a person who I don't stay in my head all day long. Yeah. And so it's like I don't necessarily walk around with like, okay, I gotta do this, I gotta do that, I gotta do this, I gotta do that. Yeah. But it's like whenever I do have those moments where it's like my phone is ringing, I'm supposed to do this, I gotta go take care of this, and then this is also gonna be going on later. That's whenever I feel like my anxiety kind of kicks into gear. Yeah. So it would just probably for me, just being overwhelmed and anxiety go hand in hand for me.
Yeah, I think that's kind of how my triggers are like too. Anytime, like, Brittany had mentioned the burnout, right? And then you mentioned the overwhelm. It's like me. It's like both of mine, like combined. Anytime I start to feel overwhelmed and burnt out, like my shit just starts spiking, and I'm just like, wait, hold on. Am I having like, is my heart go make it?
Okay.
And it's scary, right? And I think that what can be so scary about anxiety is sometimes it's hard to depict what's real and what's not, right? Like, your heart starts racing, you have the elevated heart rate, you start to sweat, you start to just feel weird, dizzy, faint, and then you'd be like, okay, hold on. How am I going to know if I'm dying for real or not? Like, get my hands up. So it can be really stressful. It can be really stressful. And I think that's why it's so important to learn how to identify your triggers, right? So that you can avoid those things and that you don't have to keep finding yourself in this predicament. And something else that I also wanted to mention as well was the fact that it's normal to be anxious, right? I think that there's also a stigma, once again, around being anxious. But I think what's not normal is constantly being anxious, right? And not being able to figure out why you're always anxious and not being able to do anything about it, then I think that is definitely worth digging into.
Yeah. And, I think it's interesting also, Angelle, that you mentioned that anxiety can kind of make you feel like you don't know what's real. Like it just, can kind of take you out of reality. Because I know with me, whenever I start getting that like anxious feeling, it almost makes me, I'll be like, okay, I have so much stuff that I have to do that my anxiety makes me either start doing stuff out of order or like I won't know the importance of what I need to do anymore. Or it'll just make me so anxious that I'll just be like, I'm not doing any of it. I'm just finna lay down.
And shut down.
Yeah, I'm just gonna shut down completely.
Yeah. And that it's easy to do that. And that's why like lists are huge for me. I know people do everything in their phones these days. They write out all their lists in their phones, but when I tell you, I am so quick to pick up a pen and some paper and write something down, because I think that subconsciously, right, the more time that we spend on our phone, like the more that we take in. And I don't even think that a lot of people realize just something as simple as literally being on your phone. You know, maybe you're going in there to check your email or something like that. See that notification at 125. Okay. You're going to see that. You might not think anything of it, but subconsciously your mind is set and your mind is like, okay, we're on go, 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 you know? And that's why I'm like, I always say like America is very hood, because I'm like, I just don't feel that humans are supposed to work like this. I don't feel like humans are supposed to work 40 hours a week. I don't feel like humans are only supposed to get 2 weeks of vacation a year, if even that.
A weekend, only get 2 days off.
Yeah, like I don't think that that's how humans are supposed to operate. So I think that running in that constant overdrive is also probably why Americans have anxiety through the roof. Okay. So I think that people are anxious all over, but I'm sure if you compare the rates to maybe somewhere, you know, with a more laid back atmosphere, more laid back culture, you will probably see that there's probably some correlation there.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree with that.
For sure. So I guess real quick before, because we want to get you in on a question as well. When someone wants to order some of your planners, your trackers and things like that, where can they go to find that information or buy that or get ready to buy the water bottles or your cute cups and stuff like that? Where can they go to find all that stuff?
So you can come find me in my little corner of the interwebs over at www.healthyvibesatl.com. You can also check me out on Instagram, Facebook. I am over there as well. And that's at Healthy Vibes ATL. So definitely come find me, come connect, let's chat. One thing that's very important for me in my business is being very personable with my clients, with my customers, with my followers, because I think that people need to be able to relate to you, right? To want to support you. And that, like I said, for me was something so big, is that I wish when I was going through what I was going through, I found more people to relate to, right? But if you let people know, in fact, like, yes, like, it's normal to be anxious. Like everybody gets anxious from time to time, but it's not normal to always be anxious. So what can we do if you find yourself overly anxious all the time? And also I'm like, I need to get you guys some manuscripts out.
Yeah, you can go ahead and send that through. I was already planning on buying the water bottle. The water bottle is pretty as fuck. I'm sorry.
It is really cute.
I love it. It is so cute.
I need to look at it. It's on the website now?
No, but they'll be live tomorrow. Hopefully, child.
Yeah.
There.
They'll be there.
Okay. So we did have a question. You said you were going to help us answer.
Okay.
Okay. I'm in a friends with benefits relationship right now with someone who is almost like a best friend to me at this point. Though we mostly hook up, we were first talking to each other on the premises we might date one day. However, a few months into it, he said he didn't like me romantically, but he still saw me as a genuine good friend, and we simply decided to keep our relationship physical. Despite this, he still wants to go out on dates. He tells his friends about me. He holds hands with me in public. I'm the first person he tells his good news to. He kisses me in public, isn't afraid to show me off, gets jealous over me, loves wrapping his arm. All this shit. Refers to me as this girl sometimes, refers to himself as my boyfriend occasionally, loves to keep looking in my eyes and calls me beautiful. Is this not romantically involved? I am lost with this training. He knows I will hook up with him regardless, so I'm curious as to why he's so adamant on going out on dates when he had no plans on dating me. Our relationship is exclusive to only one another. You keep looking back at me. I don't see you doing this. And since meeting him, he hasn't hung out with anyone but me, not even his actual friends. And he also gets jealous at times. What are we doing? Girl, I don't even fucking
Well,
know.
that's a good question. 'Cause girl, I knew it.
Sound like dating to me.
It sounds like y'all together.
Yeah, sound like a boyfriend and girlfriend. Sound like you need to set some boundaries. That's what it sounds like.
Yeah. So I am, like I always say, honey, you got to elevate your self-care, right? There's a few things here going on that I have been able to identify just listening to this paragraph. First things first, you've got to definitely set some boundaries, right? Before you even set those boundaries, you have to ask yourself, what do you want from this, right? Do you want to continue hooking up? Are you okay with him kind of like stringing you along, you know? Are you okay with him being in and out, 1 foot in, 1 foot out? Are y'all okay with being in a gray area? If you're okay with all those things, then keep living. But if that bothers you, which I think it does because you did ask the question, then I think it's time to go ahead and address some things and, you know, start with setting some boundaries and, you know, just make it clear to him, set your boundaries around what you want, right? I think that if you continue to let this drag out, then what's going to ultimately end up happening is that once he gets what he wants, right? He's getting all of the perks, all of the benefits of having you around, right? He gets to have a girlfriend without having a girlfriend. Why would he go anywhere?
Exactly.
You know? So I think that you gotta, you know, kind of, you know, sit up and, you know, open your eyes a little bit, you know, more to what's really happening right in front of you. Because what if today he calls you back and he's like, hey, you know, I want you to meet Stacy.
Facts. Because y'all weren't together.
Because y'all aren't together, and now he wants to meet and now he wants y'all to have a threesome.
It went left real quick. No facts though.
Right. So that's how these guys do, you know, and you'd be like, hold on, wait, what just happened? So you have to, right? You deserve so much more than that. And, you know, go out there and get it.
No facts.
I think that's a good point. You should ask yourself, like, if things were to like change today, would I be okay with like how things were? Like, if he was to date somebody tomorrow, would I be okay or would I not? And why would I not be okay? Because this nigga doing a lot of relationship shit, a lot of romantic shit, and that'd be the problem. That'd be the main problem. Not necessarily for men, but for women too. But like, I don't. If we just fucking, there's certain stuff that we can't even do, fam. Like if that's like we're not dates.
Right. Meet your friends.
Showing me off.
For what?
And we talking every day.
Right.
What?
No, but then that's how guys are with their friends. He might leave or she might leave, you know, and then he'd be like, man, you know, we just kicking it. It ain't nothing serious. You know, stay away. Like guys switch up so fast. Like you don't want to be that girl who's just, you know, caught in the crossfire. Just, you know, go out there and live your life. I always like to say, what do they say? There's how many people in the world? 7 billion? Or something like that.
Too many.
Going on? Too many.
Too many.
Okay. And obviously people aren't dying fast enough. Because there's still too many. And so it's just like, there's so much possibility, right? There is somebody out there for you. 7 billion is a lot of people.
Yeah, there's definitely somebody. And I think that you raised a good point whenever you said like you need to evaluate like if this is something that you're okay with, and not even just evaluating if you're okay with it, but being okay with not being okay with it. Because men have a very good, like they're very good at trying to make you want something that you really don't want.
Well, they'll tell you what it is, but like show opposite.
Yeah.
That shit too.
Yeah. And you, before you know it, you'll be like, well, I wasn't okay with this, but I might be okay with it.
I like him. You know, I don't want to lose what we have.
Right. And you don't have nothing.
You don't have, you don't even have his full attention.
That.
There's nothing to lose.
Shots fired.
Hey, bro, come on now, dog.
Oh, you had to do the truth like that now.
Man.
Oh my gosh. No, but I'm serious. Like you can't even, you know, he can't even afford, how do I say it? You can't even afford his full attention.
Yep.
So
that'd be the one, because I'm sure everything else lines up. I'm pretty sure everything fucking lines up. Everything else is perfect.
Yeah,
but yeah,
but you got to listen to men
and everything.
But
He probably is checking all the boxes, okay?
Yeah.
But it's always one thing, because I always tell people swear they want to fight me on this. I said what I said, but you cannot have it all. There's always something that is going to just, oh, you want to check that box? And you're like you can't do it. There's always something that's going to throw it off. And I don't know, it might be money, it might be looks, it might be his teeth. Something is going to be off. But
it has to be something that you at least like that was off. It can't be nothing that you don't want. Right.
Yeah. But then in this case, obviously, I mean, she sounds like they have a really good connection and like, you know, stuff like that.
Best friend. Yeah.
I think it's more so just the commitment, you know, and most men, the truth is that they're just really scared to commit. There's, you know, I can't remember what episode I was listening to of y'all's show, and I don't know if it was 10 or B that was like the guy, like a guy wants everything but to have to commit or something like that. Or he wants, you know, he wants everything but the title, you know, and it's like, why would I give you everything, right? Because you're not going to go look for a new boyfriend, or you're not going to go look for somebody else, because in your mind, even if you don't want to admit it, you will probably still be thinking that there might be a chance, and you don't want to cloud that chance with somebody else. But is he thinking the same way about you?
Exactly.
And it sounds like in this situation it is a commitment thing, because like why, like I'm not gonna be out walking with nobody. Meet my friends.
But
and
it might not even be a commitment thing. It might be a commitment to her. And so it's like whenever a man comes to you and tells you like, I'm not ready for a relationship. I've had dudes tell me like, I'm going to be a terrible boyfriend. You have to listen to that.
You got to put the with you in captions. Like just make it apply. He's
talking about me.
I'm not in a relationship with you.
Yeah.
And the niggas will like hop in a relationship in 2 weeks. Shit, the next day with someone else. You weren't ready for a relationship.
Yeah.
You always got to think that to you.
I've seen plenty of cases where they'll be like, hey, you know, I'm just not ready. 2 weeks later, they engage in somebody else.
Yeah.
I always feel like guys will do what they want. I feel like guys will always. I remember like years ago, my best friend's mom was like, something that you have to remember. Something wasn't working out with me and some guy then, and she was just like, Angelle, you always have to remember that men, boys, guys, whatever, will always tell you what they want. So they were like, she was like, they will always post the writing on the wall. She was like, but it's just up to you to decipher if it makes sense or not, you know? And that's just what it is. You know, if he's the mixed signals, right? If he's showing off to his friends, y'all are going on dates. Why?
Right. Yeah. It's just confusion.
It's very much confusion.
Yeah, it's just confusion.
Yeah. So make sure whatever it is you're getting, whatever you want, make sure you're getting what you want out of it. Ultimately.
Yeah, that's true.
So even if you may not even want to be with him at this point. You know what I'm saying? But like, make sure whatever it is that you want is what you want.
Yeah.
Take all his money and talk with the new guy.
Shoot, look at the homies. How the homies
look? Okay. What did Meg say in what did she say in what song was that? And she was like, make sure that all his friends tagged.
Oh, okay.
Make sure you check out all of their Instagrams, okay? Because you might have the worst one.
Facts. Whoever he called big homie, that's who you need to go get.
Girl, I wish I could hear eyes. I wish I could hear eyes. I'm over here cutting my eyes. Like, God damn. Especially if the big homie younger than you. But anyway, all right. Well,
you know the big homie, the one with money.
He can be older. He could be older too.
That's true.
Okay. Well. I hope that helped. Girl, yeah. I don't fuck. Listen, you don't know what you're doing. We don't know what you're doing.
I mean, everybody's just trying to figure this shit out. So
basically,
that's it. And we all make mistakes. So, you know, it's not, y'all aren't married. Y'all don't have any kids from what I know. So it's not too late.
Facts.
Okay. And please don't, because Hot Wheels over here gave you 6 weeks.
Oh.
In Texas.
Okay, state of Texas. As soon as a heartbeat there, you can't do nothing.
As soon as you a day late, you gotta go.
Girl, no facts.
But thank you so much, Angelle, for joining us and speaking about mental health.
Yes, thank you.
Because it is a conversation that we definitely need to have, especially as Black women, because, you know, we have that strong Black woman mentality and it's okay to not be okay. And, you know, I think it's real important for people to understand that even if you are going through something, there is light on the other side of the tunnel. You know what I'm saying? It's not something that you have to constantly deal with or perpetually be dealing with, you know, as far as your mental health.
Yeah. And you're not in the tunnel alone. Like,
no,
there's other people in there.
Everybody is struggling in one way or the other, and everybody has a struggle. It just might look different than yours.
Yeah, facts.
Big facts.
Yes, thank you so much, Angelle. This was a really good conversation.
It was awesome. I think that we talked and we covered about some really, really, really good topics, and I pray that this information really helps other people as much as it helped us.
Yes. Be on the lookout for my order for my bottle, though.
Okay, girl. I'm gonna be on my Shopify looking.
Because I'm definitely getting that water bottle for sure.
Awesome.
All right. Hope you guys enjoyed that.
Yes, it was a good conversation. Definitely learned a lot.
There's resources out there for you guys. Make sure you utilize and use them. As always, you can find us at www.hearyoupodcast.com. And then there from you can send us questions, or you can also hit us up at hearyoupodcast@gmail.com. Hear You Podcast on everything. You can find me at @_breezy, BREEZY. And where can they find you at?
And you guys can find me on Instagram and Twitter at Tana Taught You. That is TANNAH Taught You. All right, bro. You ready to get up out of here?
Let's go.
Hey, as always, shout out to everybody. We had fun, and we will talk to you niggas next week.
Bye.
Peace out.